a local Jeopardy champ is getting another shot on the iconic game show tonight. Now, last May, we watched self-described stay-at-home son and UBC alum Brendan Liaw win big on Jeopardy. In fact, 3 times. Well, tonight, he's back for the Tournament of Champions, taking on the best of the best. And before we see him back on the podium, Brendan has been good enough to come into studio. Hello.
Hello.
This is awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What was it like to get the call back for the Tournament of Champions?
I mean, once you win multiple games, it's looming in the back of your head
Right.
that you're probably going to be called. I wasn't sure which tournament I was going to get called for because there's a play-in for the Tournament of Champions. But it was really nice to get.
What do you mean by play-in?
So there's like another tournament called the Wild Card, and it's for like people who won like a 1, 2, 3 games, and so that's the play-in for the Tournament of
Another
Champions.
step.
Yeah, another step. So I was really hoping like I wouldn't have to play a whole tournament with like more really good people. And so, yeah, I was very excited to just get slotted right into the main tournament.
Oh, wow. How nerve-wracking is that, though? Because it's one thing to compete on Jeopardy and win 3 times, but then you're coming up against the best of the best here.
Yeah, in some senses, it's less stressful in that you know what to expect, sort of like you know the whole deal with makeup, wardrobe, the scheduling.
Right.
But yeah, the other aspect is you're playing against people that you've seen on TV and you've watched them do really, really, really well. And now you're like, okay, I don't want to play that person. I don't want to play that person. I don't want to play that person. So in that sense, it's stressful.
I bet. Okay, I'm not going to ask you if you did indeed play with some of the people you didn't want to go up against. But there's also this funny thing. I've watched Jeopardy for years. And when it comes to the Tournament of Champions, there's also, I find, a bit of competition when it comes to banter with a host, right? Because you're right. You're familiar with the faces. You know what their personalities are like. And so it's almost like you're a character. You're now a recurring character on the show. So did you feel a bit of pressure to perform in that way?
Not really, no. I think that's
good.
I think that's actually one of the more fun parts is that you get to go back and talk to Ken again, right? Like and
True.
he remembers. Well, I'd like to think that he remembers us and he wasn't just like prompted by the producers. But yeah, it's fun to get to talk to him. I think the vibe is a little more casual, like it's more casual in that sense because again, yes, we are recurring characters basically.
It's like a reunion.
Yeah, it is like a reunion.
Is there anyone, for people who play Jeopardy or play along and then, oh my gosh, get to actually be on it? Do you have any heroes, previous competitors like Ken Jennings?
I think it is Ken.
Yeah.
Like, it's Ken. I mean, he 74 games, won a bunch of tournaments. I think he's my hero.
Oh, I remember.
And fellow Cascadian. So he's from Seattle.
Yes,
so.
that's right. I remember his run too. I mean, it was edge of your seat watching. Why Jeopardy? What got you into it?
I started reading it. Well, I told the story on my original run, and it rains so much in Vancouver, so you spend a lot of time indoors. So I spent a lot of after schools at my grandparents' reading, and I think that's sort of what kicked off the whole curiosity and wanting to learn.
Did your grandparents watch Jeopardy?
No, they sadly passed away before I got on the show.
Yeah.
So a little sad, but I'm glad I got to tell the story about them on my original run.
And you have had really an exciting life even since Jeopardy, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
No longer a stay-at-home son. I've been promoted to an away-from-home son, which is how I'm being introduced on the show tonight.
Yes, that's right. Tell us about that because you've made some big moves.
Yeah, so last time I was on the show, I think I mentioned that I'd been waitlisted by Allard, the law school at UBC. I think Stephen jokingly said he would call them and
Put in a word for you.
Yeah, put in a word for me. But I got off the wait list, so I feel like I owe Stephen probably 10% of all my future income.
I will pass that along. Yeah, you've got lawyer bank coming your way. Is that right? Yeah. So you're now off on this career. What's harder to study for? Is it Jeopardy or a law exam?
They're both difficult in different ways. I would say the stress of being on national television and trying to answer questions and not make a fool of yourself is incredibly stressful. But yeah, law school exams are, I think, a little stressful, but definitely not as bad as Jeopardy.
You're not on a big screen.
You're not on a big screen. There's no cameras looking at you.
Do you have a strategy for how you pick your questions or how you approach the game?
Yeah, so in the original run, I sort of went daily double hunting, and I think you could probably tell. They're usually in the sort of
Bottom half.
bottom
Yeah.
half. So I was hunting, and it was people who were watching commented like, yeah, he's very clearly hunting for them. And I think that's even more true for the tournament because of just how good everybody is. Like, you really want to keep those away from your competitors. Like, if they get it, that could just turn the game.
Right.
And so again, yeah, it's the same strategy of hunting for daily doubles, betting big if you find one, because otherwise, it's really tough competition.
I'm sure. And you've earned your place there, for sure. And where will you be watching the game?
I'm going to be watching at Bimini's tonight on 4th with some friends. But people at home can watch I think it's on Czech, is where it airs locally here.
Everyone's going to be rooting for you, I'm sure.
Thank you.
Oh, my goodness. How exciting. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Jeopardy champion Brendan Liaw, now no longer a stay-at-home son, away from home son, and is now off to Allard School of Law as well. You can watch him tonight on Jeopardy when he will compete on the Tournament of Champions.